Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital preview and spoilers for Wednesday, January 17 reflect that it was another dramatic day in the realm of Port Charles. The show opens with Carly Spencer in the hospital chapel. She lights a candle, looks up at the ceiling, and expresses how much she misses you, Mom. Drew Kane enters, and Carly explains she's there supporting Joss and Jax, as her buddy Adam Wright attempted to end his life. They talk about Adam's parents and how much pressure was placed on the young man. They also chat about their parenting techniques and children. Carly closes the scene expressing how her son Michael Corinthos is her rock. As scenes shift, Willow Corinthos is behind the nurse's desk, working away. Michael calls through and she hesitates to pick up, but she does. He tells her a narrative about the kids and how much everyone misses her. She's cold to him but stops the phone just before Nina Reeves steps off the elevator. Nina wants to talk as they haven't since New Year's Eve, however, Willow isn't interested. Just as Nina persists, Carly and Drew interrupt. Carly advises Nina that she should leave Willow alone, while Nina believes that Willow is a grown woman more than capable of telling her own mother off, and she doesn't need Carly's help. The women start to banter back and forth when Nina explains that the reason her insider trading scandal kept concealed for so long was because Michael knew the truth and blackmailed her with it. Carly deems Nina a liar, and both she and Drew set off to find Michael to find out the truth. Meanwhile, Michael is in the Quartermaine mansion with the kids. He gets the nanny to put them to bed when Ned Quartermaine and Tracy Quartermaine enter the living room. Now that the SEC secret is out, Michael wants those ELQ proxy shares back, and though Ned wasn't the one to divulge what Nina did, he writes that he'll have them back to Michael by tomorrow morning. Ned questions why Michael maintained Nina's secret, and he goes back to the day he blackmailed her. While fans know it was to restrict when Nina got to see Willow and his kids, he tells Ned it was to protect his family. Tracy remarks that she's never been prouder of Michael, with a smile. She goes on to add that Michael displayed his true Quartermaine colors. Of course, Drew and Carly enters the Q's living room, immediately after that sentence. Ned and Tracy head to the kitchen and have a passionate discussion. Tracy loves the conflict between Michael and Drew, because it offers Ned and her better leverage. She goes on to state despite her comments of being proud of Michael, the only people she cares about are him, Dylan Quartermaine, Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, and Leo Quartermaine. Even though Leo isn't blood, she considers him her grandchild. Back in the living room, Carly adds that when Nina informed her about Michael knowing, she called her a liar, but that was likely the only truth she's told. Michael goes on to describe when he found out about Nina calling in the insider trading tip, and why he covered for her. He knew telling Willow and Sunny the truth would kill them. He reasoned that if he could restrict the amount of time she spent with the family, he could finally protect them from her. He also didn't want to shatter his father's delight. Carly's face calmed a bit, and Drew went off on Michael. He goes on to say he can't believe Michael placed his father's happiness before their friendship. Carly then tells Drew she needs a moment with her son alone. Michael asks, "Where do they go from here?" The camera moves to Carly's stern expression, and the scene ends. Viewers will have to check in tomorrow to find out what Carly's response will be. Back with Nina and Willow, their talk doesn't go well. Nina tries to argue with Willow about why she did what she did. She confesses that she was being vindictive, but she also maintains that Carly prevented her from both her girls. Willow goes on to claim that the reason Carly didn't tell Willow that Nina was her kid is because Willow had made it obvious to Michael's mom that she didn't want to know who her birth mother was when she found out Harmony Miller wasn't her real mom, for fear that she'd be worse than Nina. The two bantered quite a bit, bringing up Michael's blackmail, the fact that Nina was terrified to lose Willow, Drew almost being beat up and Willow believing Carly's accusation that Nina is nothing but a liar. Nina wanted to hammer things out more, however, Willow made it clear she no longer wanted Nina in her life and she was done. A crying Nina replied, adding that she will always be here for Willow if she needs her. The sequence finishes with Willow storming out of the hospital room. At the other end of the hospital, Elizabeth Weber and Dr. Hamilton Finn are preparing to meet with Dr. Sawyer, the person who could crack open his malpractice complaint. Dr. Sawyer arrives, and when they start into talking about her case at hand, she tells Finn that she can't proceed due to client-patient confidentiality. She proposes his lawyers call her lawyers, but Liz intervenes. She reasons with the doctor, saying that Finn may lose his license, and emphasizes the fact that he handed over a patent for a cure to the hospital with no questions asked to aid GH when they were suffering with financial troubles. The doctor offers to aid with information if they ask hypothetical queries. During their Q&A, it is discovered that even if a patient is sent to a specialist, there's no means of knowing if the patient has followed up with the referral appointment. Liz and Finn are optimistic that this piece of information can assist crack his malpractice suit, but there's still another lead they need to follow up on. Asm Prince and Spencer Cassadine pick up where they left off on Tuesday's show. Asm storms in intending to capture Ace Cassadine. They chat back and forth about the court hearing and how Spencer didn't bring Ace, and how he's leaving for Paris with Trina Robinson. Spencer ultimately tells Asm that Ace isn't there and that he's with his father, Nicholas Cassadine. She goes to call the police, but then he also accuses Asm of remembering everything and brings up how she called him Spence at the police station. She denies it, her memories emerging, and then realizes that he likely handed over Ace to Nick. Asm's in tears and shocked over the incidents she's learning about, and Spencer adds that Ace is safer with Nick than the daughter of Ryan Chamberlain. As Asm threatens to call the police, Spence warns her that if the police found out she recalls all, she'd be heading to prison. As she just earned parole for breaking in at the site of the crime, it seemed extremely likely that Spencer's testimony about her remembering would stand. Asm dashes out of the home in tears. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Asm will be beside herself in the days ahead, but what will she do next? With this week's GH preview suggesting that Nina Reeves would tell Carly Spencer about the fact that her son knew about the SEC secret for a time now, but didn't say anything, Michael may be bracing up for his mother's outburst. Will Carly understand why Michael didn't tell her that Nina was SEC's informant? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Across town, GH spoilers for Thursday, January 18 predict that Asm Prince will be scrambling and turn to someone very unexpected for help. Nicholas Cassadine stole Ace Cassadine during Tuesday's program, so Asm's going to find what happened by the time Thursday rolls around, and she'll be in an absolute panic. Not to mention the fact that Spencer Cassadine may call her out about remembering everything and lying about it. Who will Asm turn to for help? If it's someone unexpected, it may be that she reaches out to Ava Jerome, although everyone knows that Ava wouldn't do anything to help. Cyrus Renault once offered his support to her, anytime she needed it. Will she reach out to him? In other exciting news, it appears like Anna Devane and Drew Kane will have a little bonding session when they find themselves in each other's orbit. Perhaps they stumbled across each other at the Metro Court Bar or somewhere else. Regardless, they converse about their individual difficulties, and they might find they have more in common than they realize. This makes for an unusual scene, as these two had never actually mingled before. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.